Warren Buffett has described it this way, and I quote, "The financial world is in a mess. Its problems have been leaking into the general economy, and the leaks are now turning into a gusher. In the near term," and this is what Buffett says, "unemployment will rise, business activity will falter, and headlines will continue to be severe." We know that tourism follows the macroeconomics as well as related commercial and consumer confidence trends. And the real impacts are emerging even as we meet. We can prudently expect a strong downturn in business and leisure travel that has started in the third quarter and that is accentuating. And we will remain hostage to the big economy, where leaders are talking realistically about the need for time to shore up the system. It's for all these reasons that our Executive Council, meeting last week in Madrid, set up what we call a Resilience Committee to get a better feel and sensitivity analysis, and to help our members collectively consider and effectively respond to the dynamically changing situation almost on a real-time basis. And we will integrate the crisis response mechanisms we have put in place in recent years to prepare for a different drama, avian flu. And that is still looming. It hasn't gone away. The reality of climate change, the inevitability of globalizing forces, and the pressures of increasing population, shifting geographies, changing demographics, in joining me in a game of three-dimensional chess, because this is how we have to think about these challenges. Playing, of course, in the present on board one, while looking to the midterm on board two, say up to 2015, the date of the Millennium Development Goals, and the long term on board three, say 2050, the time when we will either have licked the climate change challenge or we will have succumbed to it. Tourism is mainstream. If we get it right, we don't just change those things related to our sector, we change things related to the underlying economy and the underlying society. This picture of the Earth is designed to show a process which is not going to be solved in any single way. This isn't my idea, this is Achim Steiner, the boss of UNEP's idea. What we're going to see is a mosaic of responses to climate change, differing from country to country, from sector to sector. And our challenge is to help bring them together over time and to fit our industry into the global effort that is underway that will reduce our carbon outputs by 20% by 2020 and by at least 50% by 2050. And the only way we can do this, if we are to take advantage of this massive change in the short term and the medium term and the long term, this three-dimensional chess, is to take advantage of something that we didn't have in previous crises, and something that will be there in a much increasingly positive form going forward. And that is the immense power of information communication technology. Tomorrow, linked computers, multimedia, WiMAX, Web 2.0 and beyond will give a power to compile, to understand, to collaborate, and to use information on scales we can only partly visualize today. But if we work together with a vision of this kind of smart tourism, underpinned by leading-edge infotech, we will continue to emerge as the socio-economic driving sector of the 21st century. And together, we will build wealth, we will create jobs, and we will make understanding between people around the world.